Hello everybody, this is Baztopia back again with another episode of Banished. This is episode 7 and we are in Baztopia. And we left off last time with creating our tailor and starting to make some coats out of wool. And we haven't really seen any progress out of that since the last episode. We did make 11 coats, but as you can see, the citizens have pretty much put them on and they're already gone. So we'll have to hopefully continue getting some wool from our sheep, but I think what I'm going to try to do this episode, since we've gotten our food stabilized and we've got we got materials around that we can grab. We're not really producing our own materials very well yet, but I think what I'm going to do is try to start getting some reeds maybe. What was it we needed here? We need reeds and feathers. So maybe a duck blind and a reed collector might be the way to go, so we can start making some clothes out of something other than wool, because our sheep are not going to produce enough wool very quickly. We're going to have to get more sheep and split them up into multiple pastures before we start seeing any real progress out of that. With any luck, we're not going to see any nomads for a while. I don't like turning down the nomads early on because they're usually smaller groups, and I'd like to be able to accept them as soon as I can, so I'm going to hopefully not get any. We haven't had any yet. Looking at our homes, we have 10 homes for 20 families. That means we're at least 10 homes shy. So we need to probably build some homes this episode as well. So let's get started. I kind of think I want to build the homes maybe around this area. Let's start though by building us a... So the shore house, I think we'll collect reeds. We already have one, but we really need the food, I think. So I think I'm going to leave that one on food production and we'll build another shore house. And I think what I'm going to maybe do is build him over here. Let's see, we'll put him somewhere where we don't impact the trader. So let's try right here. And then that'll give us some incentive to build some homes over in this area. Question is what kind of homes do we want to build right now? We still don't have any of the good advanced materials that we're going to need to actually be building some of the like country homes and things, so that's going to be much later down the line. So we're going to start simple. I think I'm going to stick with the wooden houses for now. I've been trying to decide, do I want to build homes like right around the town hall and just kind of build them up like in a square like this, or should I put some businesses around the square and then homes around the other edge? And I kind of think what I'm going to do is build the homes around the town hall and then maybe like some businesses and or farms of some sort maybe around them. We'll see. I kind of think I wouldn't mind putting in a marketplace as well somewhere. That probably won't happen this episode, but that's something we're going to want to do eventually. You know, I could be building salt box houses. They just require lumber, and I think we actually have quite a bit of lumber. Yeah, we have 124 lumber. Let's see what these look like. Yeah, I like those. We've got a little bit of diversity in the way they look, so we could kind of match them up a little bit with the town hall, maybe. Think about that. Yeah, I think I like that. So let's try this. What I'm gonna do is leave just a little bit of space between here to put in like a double-sized road. So that'd be 1, 2. It should be about right. Actually, that'd be 3 spaces. But yeah, let's do that. Let's do 1. Oh man, we're gonna have to. I wasn't expecting to do that. We're gonna have to switch back. So every time you place a house, it's randomly going to another style of house for some diversity. You may want that. I may want that. I'm not sure. But for now, I'm gonna switch it like this. Okay, so that gives us 2 houses. Let's do 3 houses this way, and then maybe 3 houses down. I want to get 1 in between here to make a 2-lane road. turns green, that means you can put in a road. So that should be right up to the house, and then I'm going to build another one. This is where it gets a little harder to see until the road's actually built. Kind of just manipulate the road a little bit until you get it to be where you want. So let's go with there. And one more. What I'm going to do is stop there and then come down here. It's getting a little bit more difficult to manage. Down there, and pull it that way. So there, we'll have a double lane going this way is the plan. And I'm going to just do just a little bit here, just so that I know that that's my plan. I don't want to have my workers spending a ton of time on that right now. So let's do that. It's not going to be a ton of houses, but that'll get us a little bit better than we are, and hopefully we can start producing some more kids. I do probably want to put a house out here. I don't want him digging sand. I'm going to want them collecting reeds. We'll start with one. We may have to up that to 2. And out here, let's build us a log cabin out here. I just think that the log cabin really looks kind of cool, and when it's isolated with another building, it just looks that much better. So let's see. Let's do, say, like right there, and then I'm probably gonna either put a barn, or maybe I want to put my market somewhere out in this general area. Let's go with a barn for now. Or I could put in a storage cellars here. See, I think a reed is going to be considered a material. Let's just see what this is. So we may have to end up demolishing this at some point, but let's go with this. Not sure what the log cabin's going to look like here in the end. I'm going to guess it's going to have the wood look. It should. So let's go with that. Let's see, maybe... I don't know how that would look. What would that look like? So you can see around these trees. Yeah, that might look kind of silly. Yeah, that's going to look kind of silly. Okay, so let's do, for now, let's see, the road should be there. This is 1 block wide, so that gives us a decent idea. Let's go 1 back, just to make sure we have it right. And then hopefully he can take his material, the reeds he collects, and just pop them right in here. That's a really cheap barn, essentially, to build, because the other barn would cost us 30 logs and 8 stone, whereas this is only going to cost us 10 logs. So that's good. And apparently, okay, that has me worried because we don't have 1,000 wood, so that means this is actually for dry goods. So let's pause this because I don't think a material seller is going to work. That means, let's see, which, I guess you can't see, oh, dry goods are right here, 500 dry goods. So that means reeds are dry goods. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that'll bump up to there. I'm gonna switch that down to 2 times. Kind of forgot I had it on 5 times. Okay, so yeah, he is able to collect stuff now. So yeah, we're not gonna be able to use that. Well, we might be able to use it. We could leave it there, but I think at the point we're building 2 of them at 10 apiece, we might as well build 1 big one at 30. So let's do this. And I just realized I forgot to set a timer on this episode, so give me just 1 second here. Let's see here. So, do we have a barn for dry goods? I want to say the answer is no. It doesn't look like we have a cellar for dry goods. Not exactly sure why that is. You would have thought that they would have included that. Maybe I will ask the... I think I'll probably ask the devs on this one. see what they say, if they're planning on adding that, or if maybe one of these actually does. Maybe materials will actually accept the dry goods. That's a possibility. But on the chance that it doesn't, I'm going to build a barn. Now the question is should I build a regular barn, a dry goods barn? Dry goods barn would be okay because that's what we're collecting here, but if we ever decide to switch this over to producing something like meat, that would be a bad idea. So what else do we have here? Specialized warehouses. Yeah, we don't want to use those. Okay, so yeah, let's use a barn. Let's just use a regular old barn. I kind of don't want to put it right here because it's going to hide the cabin, so what I'm going to do is put it behind the cabin. I'll have to walk a little bit further, but I don't know that I'm ever going to get rid of this, and I'd rather this be a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. Okay, alright, we got another adult. Looks like we've gotten a couple of adults this year, so that's good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and bump up our builders a little bit here. We've got some extras. Okay, so we should be collecting reeds now. Unfortunately, if he is collecting them, he's walking them all the way over to this area, so we're going to have to really get that built before we can start going. So what I'm going to do is come in and try to prioritize these two buildings. Don't know 100% positively that that's going to get it right away, but we're going to try. Looks like they are walking that general direction, so hopefully that'll get taken care of. And I think really quick too, because they're going to start cutting some stuff down, so I'm going to put in probably a temporary stockpile, but we're going to put in a stockpile right there to clear land so we can just build it right away, and then when they tear stuff down they can be able to get it here. The question is whether or not we got it in there soon enough before they start tearing stuff down. If the algorithm already picked up that they were cutting down, they may not take it here, they may still take it all the way over here, and it kind of looks like that may be what's happening. Nope, good, they're putting it there, so that's good. And if you noticed, he put it down and then he immediately picked it up and started walking it back over here. It's just the way of the game. Okay, so what else did we want to build? We needed to build like a duck blinder or some other way to get feathers. How are we going to get those feathers? One way would be chickens. That would be the ideal way, but to do that I'm going to have to put in a trading post, and I'm not quite sure that we're ready to do that yet. So I think a duck blind is going to be the only way we can get the feathers. Do we have any leather? If we have leather, we can build stuff from that too. I don't know if we've really been collecting any weather yet. Or any leather, not weather. Let's see. We ain't got any yet. Or if we have, it's been used for something. Did I not build a hunting blind? I mean a hunter's cabin. I have not. So we are not currently hunting any deer. So that's something we might want to do too. But I really want to try the duck blind, so I think we are going to do that. I've just got to find it. I haven't learned where all this stuff's at just yet. Okay, here it is. But for the hunting blind to work, we're going to need reeds. And have we actually collected any reeds yet? We do have some reeds. That's good. We're not using them for anything else, so it should work. So the question is do we build it over here? It's a really tiny little building. That's cool. Now I'm assuming this is going to be just like ducks. Just like deer. You're going to have to hunt the actual models of the ducks, which means that if there's no ducks, you're not going to get any. You're not going to get any ducks. There is a duck flying around over there, so that's cool. So that means they at least occasionally come over here. It's probably why these are relatively cheap and small, is because to get any practical use out of them, you probably have to build more than one. There's some deer up there too, so that's cool. Let's build it here. My assumption is that these guys are going to be like deer, and even though I didn't see a radius, my assumption is that it has a radius, and they probably will search anywhere along the shoreline. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Until my builders kind of catch up here, I don't really want to build too much more. Sorry, AP, are you doing? We're still making a lot of honey. Yeah, we're making a good amount of honey and some beeswax. We really want to get up I'm not sure how you say it, if it's a candler or a chandelier maybe. But basically, we want to be making candles. we have beeswax and tallow, we should be using it. That'll be a really good early game trade resource. Sometimes late game as well. And we do have the lumber, so we could actually start building this. I may go ahead and put it in and pause it, just that way we know where it's going to be. Let's see, so we kind of say we're going to build our houses around like this and 4 things. So I'm thinking like 3 this way, 3 this way, and then probably maybe 2 this way. Does that look about right? Maybe what I should do is do some houses, and then a couple businesses. My problem is the businesses aren't all the same size, so that's questionable. I was really thinking more like businesses on the outer edges here. Let's do this. So that's already got a 2 wide road. Maybe if I did like this. And then I want to build at least 1 space in between, maybe 2. Yeah, let's go with 2. And then I can either put a road or a stockpile in between. Might work too. I'm going to pause this for now though. Still haven't done that yet, so let's do... Okay, be working here. Working here. I'm going to pause those. Oh, we are out of log and stone. Oh, I'm not getting the message down here. I probably did. Yep, I did, and I just didn't see it. So you gotta pay attention to your event log. If you don't pay attention, you end up missing out on important info. So let's do this. We do have a stockpile right here, so let's see if there's any stone here. There's a little bit. Okay, so let's grab that stone. And we don't care about these trees, really. So let's get rid of some of these trees. It's being born. Our food situation's not looking super good. I'm just seeing that, so that was an autosave right there if you're wondering. So let's look at the graphs. Production. Food. So we're currently producing 1,800 food. Currently at 956. So we're producing less than we're using. That's not good. We really need to start producing some more food. Let's see. This is our butcher. He's definitely doing it. I mean, I don't know what the exact conversion is here. I'm sure I could find it if I look on their wiki, but I do believe you are definitely getting more food this way if you so if you butcher the meat than if you didn't. I don't think there'd be any reason for him to add that in if there wasn't the case, but I could be wrong. As you can see, current season 320, and I haven't produced 320 food here, but that could be because they're eating some of the mutton before it gets to the butcher. The butcher probably can't keep up with 320 meat all at one time, especially when the food keeps running out. Let's see, what do we got on our fishery here? I'm gonna pump this up to 1 more. We should have enough people here. And I'm gonna pump this up and add another guy to here. Looks like our log cabin's finally getting built. That's good. And looks like we're out of stone already. Collected most of it that's up there, so let's grab this. A couple houses. That's why our food's probably going down. These people probably started getting all the food in there. I saw some pop in right away, so yeah. Let's take a look at our herbalist really quick, see how they're our gatherer, not our herbalist. We're producing a lot of food over here, so I'm kind of surprised that the food's running out quite that fast. Need more fuel probably too. Let's do this. Let's pump that up. And that's the timer for this episode. But I think I can go a couple minutes here yet because there was a cut in there. Let's see. Pump him up. We still have 7 laborers going, so I'm okay with that. That's not so bad. And here should be producing firewood, but he's going to need more logs. Let's see if we can't get some more logs put in this general area. We should be able to cut these down without any problem. It's not a lot, but it'll help. Probably going to have to put in another forester at some point in time. We're going to have to become self-sustaining. I mean, we have a lot of trees we can cut down, and we will be cutting down at some point, but how long that's going to be is another question. Okay, let's set that up. And we're probably going to need another house out there as well. So I'm going to pause this house. And let's go put another log cabin. I like the change here, by the way. At one point in time, log cabins required rope. I never really understood why, but they required rope. Now, if I thought this was going to be temporary, a shack would be okay, but I'm not so sure it'll be temporary. And the downside to having a shack is that you can't really have too many people in it, 3 people total. So let's do this, and honestly, I think this barn's going to be close enough that this won't be a problem. We'll see. Okay, let me see. What else do we have here? So we didn't get as many houses built this episode as I would have liked. We did get our reed guy up and going. He's collected 101 reeds. As soon as we start collecting some feathers, we're going to be able to use that to make some clothing out of. Some very uncomfortable clothing, I'm assuming. And we are starting to kind of run low on the firewood side of things. Plenty of people working there. It's just a matter of getting them the wood they need. I'm gonna go ahead and tell them to start clearing out a little bit more wood. We'll just go over here. We're gonna need all this space anyways, and I don't want to clear out too much down this direction because these guys, you can see here, he's gonna be growing stuff here, and these guys are collecting from this general area. So we'll keep an eye on that. Sure if we are definitely collecting a few more frogs. I don't know how many more frogs though. And let's see, is this guy doing any work yet? He has not done squat yet, so that could be a problem with the fact that he just has nowhere to live right now, so he may not have even been out in this general area yet. Kind of just already did an overall there, but I'm gonna kind of zoom in here and we're gonna take a look at this before we take a cut here. See that log cabin? That's awesome. Models in this game are excellent. We do need to build a road. We'll take care of that next episode. We'll build a road coming across here, and we'll bring it up here to this duck blind. Looks like maybe, nope, he's not doing anything, but he's I think working there though. Certainly looks like he is. Yep, he's working. He just hasn't caught anything yet. So I'm not sure if those duck blinds are going to be very good or not, but that's where we're going to end the episode. And I think that the next time we're going to make sure we get these houses up and going. We're going to try to see if we can't take care of this food and fuel situation a little bit more too. Yeah, so if you like what you're seeing, click that like button, and if you don't like what you're seeing, click that dislike button. Just let me know why in the comments so that I can try to improve. And if you do like what you're seeing, click that subscribe button, and I hope to see you next time.